Hello and welcome to year 11 in review on Stinker Madness. This is our annual collective compilation review of everything that we did in the last year of podcasting. 11 years of this dumb thing. So what's going to happen is each of us are going to give our top 5 quote-unquote bad movies that we watched in the last year, and basically what they are the ones that you want to watch. Like, this is our yearly Hall of Fame. Like, they're not all Hall of Fame movies, but they're like the Hall of Fame of this year.
Whereas I think this year has one that we've done now a few times that has really earned its way into Hall of Fame conversation.
Yeah, we might have to, like, we always have the Hall of Fame set up as the top 10. Maybe we should just do it like an actual Hall of Fame where there's like, there is no guys, like amount of guys that could go into the Hall of Fame, or girls. Like, oh, well, sorry, Lynn Swan, you got to get booted out of here because freaking Gronk wants to get in. You know what I mean?
We're going to be a little bit more selective than the Naismith Hall of Fame that just took fucking Amari Stoudemire.
Oh, you don't like Amari?
I think he's great, and I thought he was electric, and he was the Rookie of the Year. Yeah. And that's the end of his boost. Like, okay. How the fuck does that guy get into a Hall of Fame?
Yeah. Okay. So each one of us will list our top 5 going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 order. And there will probably be some blend over like we always do. As our birth year gets further and further away from the current year, this list is getting harder and harder and harder to do because mostly what we do on the podcast now is just shit movies. Like, we've already done all the big ones, all the, the ones that everybody knows and loves, with the exception of The Room, because we're never going to do The Room. But so every year we have to dig deeper, and sometimes some stinkers might make it onto the list. In fact, one of the worst movies ever made is in my top 5 list. Like, one of the worst. Like, people would probably give this a 1 star, and I'm putting it on my list. So
I think there's been a couple of, it is harder to find, but at the same time, we got a couple of real good ones in this year.
Yeah, there's a few.
I think there's 2 that's like, if you were gonna do the list of 200 bad movies that are enjoyable, we got 2 of those this year.
Yeah, we should probably do 2 of those. Yeah, I agree with that. Jackie, you want to add anything before we get started? Got any things to say about the last year in podcasting?
There are a lot of years where we'll do the show and, like, I'll go back through the list and I'll be like, I don't remember half of these, right? And I'm having to look them up. Mm-hmm. But I really feel like this last year, when I was looking at the list, I'm like, wow, I remember most of these. So it was kind of a tough year for me to pick the top 5, mm-hmm. right? That we did, because I'm like, well, I don't know. Like, some of them, it was just really hard to like, okay, yeah, that's the one, because it was like, I don't know. It was like, there's just a lot of really good contenders over this last year.
Yeah, and some of them, like, we'll talk about, I don't want to spoil anything, but there's a particular franchise that I think is going to come up in this episode where they all kind of blend together, and some of them might have, like, one really big moment that's freaking awesome and amazing, mm-hmm. but the rest of the movie sucks. So that also gets confusing when we do these lists. You almost, like, this episode almost needs like a month of, like, all of us take a vacation and we all get together and we spend seriously 8 hours a day rewatching all these movies and whittling down our list, because it's just, it is tough when you go back at the end of the year and go, oh yeah, which one of these airplane movies had Craig Sheffer in it? Oh wait, they all did. So it is tough, but fortunately, I think that whittling it down to 5 has made things a little bit tighter in the last few years. So
And, you know, only doing 26 movies a year versus 52.
Right.
10 is over 30% of the movies. I mean, it's just 5 is what we can do here.
Sure. Yep. I'm ready to get into it, guys. I want to start this year with Jackie. Or do I always start? Whatever. It doesn't matter. Go, Jackie. You're number 5.
Okay, so my number 5 is Hundreds of Beavers.
Hundreds of Beavers.
We didn't do that on the program.
You don't have to do it on the program. She's just saying it's one of her favorite bad movies that she saw this year. Quote, unquote, bad movie. Okay, Jackie.
Was that 2025? Okay, whatever. No. I did it wrong then. I did the 5 movies that we recorded on.
Yeah, you can do that too. You can do that too.
Okay.
Jackie likes Hundreds of Beavers. This was Sam's number 1 movie that he watched last year.
Yes, this is my number 1 favorite movie of 2024. Films released in the calendar year of 2024. Hundreds of Beavers was the highest level of impact. And it's not just that I was like, this is my favorite movie of 2024. A year removed from this experience last year, I'm still jamming that thing down people's throats.
Yeah, I think about it all the
time. I'm telling people if they haven't seen Hundreds of Beavers, they need to fucking stop what they're doing and go watch it.
Okay, Jackie. Now we know Sam's thoughts. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, basically, I didn't know what to expect when I first started watching it. And then I was kind of confused, and I was like, what the hell is this? This is so stupid. And then it just continues on that vein until it's like, nope, this is amazing. Like when the beavers get disemboweled and, you know, he takes them to the hunter guy or the outback guy, whatever that guy's name was. The
fur trapper. Yeah, or the
fur trapper guy.
He's not the fur trapper. He's a fur swapper guy.
The trading post who has the stripper daughter.
Right.
Yeah. And the stripper daughter was just so funny. Great. I mean, yeah, she was great. And she really made the film for me. And that's why it makes that number 5 spot for me, because it was like, this is something everyone should watch. It carried itself, but I will warn you, at first you're going to be like, what the hell is this?
It's got like and not just because of the period that it's set in, but it's got a little bit of Cannibal the Musical in it. Like, you have to like get past the first, what the fuck am I watching? Now, everybody's used to Cannibal the Musical because we're so experienced with Trey and Matt. But when it came out, it was like, what the fuck is happening? Oh, and then as soon as it hits, you're like, oh my God, give me more stupid. Yeah,
its budget is visible in the filmmaking. Mm-hmm. Like, not just like, oh, this is a budget film. This is like a 0 budget film.
None monies.
Done in a very ambitious fashion. And I thought, am I going to make it through this? About the first 10 minutes, and then they're sledding and some guy just fucking takes out 2 guys in beaver costumes and I shoot snot out of my nose. I'm like, okay, well, if it's inadvertently this funny, I'm going to keep giving it a chance, and it ended up being like blowing my mind.
Yeah, the end is amazing. And it just never lets off either. Like,
no.
It's a tight little film. I love that movie. I was I was surprised when I saw it. I had no idea.
Decade material.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Anything else, Jax?
Nope. That's it.
Okay. Jackie liked Hundreds of Beavers. Sam. No, actually, you get to close. I'm after Jackie. My number 5, and here we go. Here it is fucking War of the Worlds with Ice Cube.
It's also my number 5. Since we're on 5, well, we both picked it. We can both talk about it.
What a fucking turd. And let's be honest, like, I'll go. I'm not recommending this movie because it's so bad it's good. It is just bad. And it's a spectacle in terribleness. I'm just gonna spoil, not put a advisory warning on the front of this. You're not gonna have a good time. There's no good time to be had by watching this movie, but you will be wowed.
You will be wowed.
You will be wowed.
You will be wowed.
I hate when people use the phrase pandering to the lowest common denominator. Because I don't even really like if you try to dissect those words and try to make them make sense, you'd be like, what the fuck are you even talking about? Denominator? You're doing fractions?
I'm the denominator.
But this isn't that. It's actually worse than that. It's like, it's the lowest form of shit.
It's
because it's also a commercial for Amazon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
Not only is it a movie that is done so ineptly and horribly at every level, writing, shooting, just the conception of it, like, okay, let's make a fucking Zoom video movie. Hey, you know what we could really do with our Zoom video movie? We could redo War of the Worlds with the Zoom video. When you actually think about that out loud, and it's kind of like, on the tails of the pandemic, you got War of the Worlds, everybody was Zooming. This is an idea that could go somewhere. Maybe, but that's not what happened at all. It's an offense to filmmaking. You're like, oh, don't watch it because it's so bad it's good. I think you have to watch it.
I think you have to watch it.
Because it's easily among the worst films ever made instantaneously. You're watching it, you're like, this is dog shit. Actually, dog shit is offended by this movie. Like a dog that ate half of a tire and a big bowl of chili, took a crap, and that half tire, half chili, and the dog has colitis, and so it's smelly. It's just like the worst pile of dog shit that you've ever seen in your life. Looks at War of the Worlds and is like, what a pile of crap. I wouldn't associate myself with that film, if you can even call it that, because it's a fucking Zoom call.
It's a Zoom call commercial for Amazon.
For Amazon, it is so bad. And on top of everything else, you do get some good laughs because of how terrible Ice Cube is through the whole. He's like doing his Cube business fine, but like, he goes from trying to sell it to mailing it in back and forth throughout the whole thing. You're like, man, on top of everything else, you have given a more inconsistent performance than I thought you were capable of as an actor who's actually a rapper. You've exceeded your own inconsistent expectations, sir. Kudos.
Yeah, and how about Amazon Studios in the last year, right? You got this and the Melania. You remember that, like, it wasn't very long ago that they did that movie with oh Jesus, what the hell is it called? Greatest script ever written. With this is good stuff.
Manchester by the Sea.
Manchester by the Sea. Thanks, Sam. Yeah, that
was
Amazon.
Decade's all-decade team.
That was Amazon that did that.
Yeah.
And now in the last, I mean, like the inshitification, it is my
inshitification. That sounds technical, right there.
Well, you should look up inshitification. It is a thing. It is a
well, everything's a word now, right?
Yeah, no, I mean it's like a guy with a doctorate, one of the smartest people I've ever heard speak. I don't know his name, sorry. Came up with coined this term inshitification, that they're intentionally churning everything to shit because that's the only way that when you are not talented and not smart and don't really care about any of those things, you just care about cash, you inevitably churn everything to shit on purpose, not on accident.
Yes.
Not on like, well, boy, that one got away from us. Sorry, we'll try harder next time. No, it is intended in shitification. And that is what is happening with any of this crap. Like,
it's one of the cycles in movies that, like, the check becomes blank. And once the check is blank, when the movies have come back and they've really started to do well, the checks become blank. And when there's blank checks in the movie world, the executives don't actually want anybody else to have the money. And you get this. because they're just giving themselves the money. And here's the movie that we made, and we got the money. We spent it on ourselves, on our me. I had a good me budget on this one. And you have a product here. It's not good at all, but it was a blank check, and I'm the CEO of me, and I needed to write myself a pretty big check.
Yeah. Here you go. Because on the other, like, here's your check from me, but the check is written to me as well. Because
to me,
when you're that person, every single other person you see as they are you. You are the only thing in the universe. Mm-hmm. That's what you're doing. Like, it's a mirror. You can't see other people at all. So you're like, here you go, me. Thanks, me. It's just me. And that's where this shit comes from. We should also mention that War of the Worlds is going to be my first of pretty much all of them idiot plots. This falls into the idiot plot category. Yeah. All the other ones fall into the idiot plot category, because we should never forget that the plot of War of the Worlds is that the aliens come here because they want our data. We've got so much data. They love data. Yum, 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 data. Oh, rum, 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 rum. And so while they're eating the data, it causes a collapse of society, which sure, that's all fine and good. But the guns stop working. Mechanical guns stop work because they're connected to the internet. My 357 internet connect. Oh, can't get Wi-Fi. I can't pull the that is the tanks stop working. Like, none of it works anymore. Working,
but the Amazon delivery's dumb because
they used Amazon,
two-stage verification, and the aliens didn't have their thumbprints, I guess.
Right.
And like, you could travel across, I guess it's still, did they do Mars? Was it Mars? Like, oh, we weren't looking at Mars close enough, they were underground. Or do they just like gloss over and be like, oh, these aliens are just from somewhere else?
Totally. I don't remember where they came from at all. They just were
No,
there.
they just skipped that part.
Yeah.
So let's just assume it wasn't Mars this time, and that they can get across the galaxy and not just fucking wirelessly download our shit and leave without us even noticing.
We're sending all of the data out into the universe as it is. That is like how radio, every single thing is getting shot out into space for free.
Actually, we've gone kind of quiet in the grand scheme of things with satellites and how they bounce things back. Like, we're quieter than we were 50 years ago.
I bet you some of those radio waves still just leak out into space. Like,
there's still some
enough
radio, but it's 60, 75 years ago, our planet was a fucking loud little blue ball, and now we're a lot quieter.
Well, don't forget the rules of time and space. It's got to travel to them. They probably just got all that. Like, whoa, these guys are loud. Let's eat their stuff. Nom, nom, nom,
nom, nom, nom, nom. Not to mention, like, it just washes out into noise because Voyager just made the heliosphere, and they're like, holy shit, the radiation out here. Yeah, My God, we're probably not actually getting anywhere with this.
Oh, God. Okay.
See, and my favorite part of the whole thing was when he orders the electric car for his daughter to be saved.
Yeah. Why was that your favorite?
But, like, nothing works, but the electric car is able to pick her up and take her to safety.
It knows where she's at. Because
I think her romance with an Amazon delivery guy, because she secretly saw that he did have the ability inside him to save the world, is my favorite part. He controls the drones with like a fucking Sony controller.
Yeah, that's right.
It's just shit. It was so bad.
It's so bad. And it has to be watched. It has to be watched.
Yeah. Because it's one of the worst movies ever made.
Yep.
Hands down.
Jackie, number 4.
My number 4 was Crash Landing.
Crash Landing. Okay, you're going to have to remind us.
Is that Turbulence 2?
That was, I'm not sure, but it's the one with... Okay, so it's the one where the terrorists take over the plane and they're threatening the general, and Action Air Flying Stewardess is really the star.
Oh yeah, she was great. That one was fun.
That's the one.
That one was great.
Isn't that the one with Ice-T? Where she kills more guys than Ice-T?
Yes, maybe.
Yes. She like gets one of them with a coffee pot.
Yeah.
And then she gets his gun, and then it takes off from there. But she's like really the star of the show, even though she's not supposed to be. But because she's actually the one that's like killing all these bad guys, right? And like sabotaging the plane. Because like Ice Cube is just kind of laying there.
Ice-T.
Ice-T.
Cuban
is just kind of laying there. Like, oh God, lady, I got shot in the leg. Like, you're not that tough if you're a tough guy and you get shot in the leg and you still can't do your mission. And now you're having to rely on the air flight stewardess to save you.
Yeah, you got the wrong movie, Jackie.
Oh, which one did I... Oh, man.
The one that... Crash Landing's the one with Anthony Sabato Jr. where they have to land on the runway and they haven't built the runway yet. Ice-T's not in that one. That's fine. Crash Landing's a lot of fun, too. I'm working on the other Ice-T movie. Air Rage is the one with
Air Rage, which was on the outside looking in for me. Yeah. It was like 2 down.
Yeah, Air
because
Rage
it was fun.
What you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I'm talking about Air Rage then. Sorry.
All the titles for those airplane movies are just shit and generic. That makes it super tough.
Well, I think, we'll get to the one that because these airplane movies have just all blended together. So I blame you not at all. Like when I was looking at them, I was like, Air Rage was the one I could remember specifically. I couldn't even pick apart the ones with Craig Sheffer and which Sheffer is which and what is he doing in these. And I'm just like, oh God, these airplane movies. So I blame you not at all for confusing them because there's just a mash of airplane movies in my mind, except for the one, which we'll talk about later.
Okay.
So
yeah, continue. I mean, I just like that the airline stewardess was the actual action star of the entire thing, and that these mercenary guys were so inept that they were able to be taken out by an airline stewardess with no training.
That's the thing is like they're not even. It's not even that she's so badass. It's that Ice-T's team is terrible. They are real bad.
The terrorists are bad. The Sky Commandos are bad. And you have a flight attendant who is just not that much of an idiot and really shines brightly through just being not dumb.
And don't forget about the SWAT tube. The airplane to airplane tube transfer. God, that was great.
Was fun.
Yeah, Air Rage is, I mean, like this is, it has been a great year for airplane movies because we, maybe somebody's going to talk about Turbulence 2 was the other one with Gabrielle Anwar. We didn't. I mean, that one's freaking, no, that was Turbulence 3. That's the heavy metal one, has Gabrielle Anwar and the death metal guy at the end going, yeah! I mean, just what a great year of those movies.
Spirit of the West.
Yeah, Spirit of the West. And Crash Landing was fun too. So, I mean, yeah.
But they all got, almost all of those shitty airplane movies got dues from us. It's just that after a pile of them, where one is a shining example of holy shit, the other one's kind of mashed together. And Air Rage was the one I remember where it was and didn't quite make my top 5, but I was like, I remember things specifically about this movie that I'm not confusing with the other ones.
Don't forget, Air Rage was a Wernerski movie too.
Yeah.
So it's almost an automatic do, but yeah, Air Rage is great. Sam, number 4.
Troll 2.
Troll 2 from 1985, directed by...
No, the Troll 2, but not Troll 2.
You can't piss on hospitality.
Troll 2 again with the actual with actual trolls.
Yeah, right. Not nilbogs.
And I liked Troll 2 because, and I watched both of the Trolls back to back because I hadn't seen Troll 1. And I thought I was confusing it with Troll Hunter and that it had this long gap in sequel and that these things just sort of happened without me. Troll 1 was actually a passably decent movie, whereas Troll 2 was like, okay, you've crossed the line into nonsense, but it was such a good time because they crossed the line into nonsense, and I had a fun time with Troll 2.
They jumped the troll.
Yeah.
Okay. And nothing else I got on Troll 2?
I mean, there's giant trolls fighting each other. There's like,
it's not
are
enough
we
for you?
see troll dong? That's where Jackie was at when we were watching it. She's like, I'm gonna get a peek at some troll dong here. No, you don't. You never get to see it.
Did we ever figure out how the trolls reproduce?
I thought they talked about it in there. Because when they're like troll babies and...
There's troll babies, but I don't remember any, like, is it intercourse or is it, like, is it sexy? Like, you know...
It wasn't sexy.
Mood? Well, not for us, but for them. I mean, do they, like, set the mood and, like, you know... Is there foreplay? Or is it just two big rocks bashing against each other?
I felt like it was asexual.
Yeah.
There's just, like, little troll rocks showed up and then would eventually get big enough to have... Godzilla battles later in life.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, you'd think that would be pretty efficient. Like, as far as I understand, asexual reproduction is like, you don't have a population problem, but these trolls have a population problem because of Christians.
Yeah.
So you think that there would be just trolls all over?
One more strike for the Catholic Church.
Stop killing the trolls. Yeah. They're mad at us now. Okay.
I personally liked when the troll broke into the disco and started eating people because they were like, oh man, I'm going to get my selfie with this troll. And the troll's like, yeah, eat shit. Nom, nom. Just starts eating them like little pieces of candy. And I thought that was great.
And then, like, is the hero of the movie later. Like, well, no, he's not. That's the bad troll. But, like, you're supposed to feel a little sympathy for him because he's just trying to stomp on a church. And I guess that's going to, like, wipe out. Like, he's not going to the Vatican. He's going to some church in... not Oslo, but another one of the Jürgen Sturgens, to like smash it. Now I win.
Yeah.
What? No, you don't. You don't. There's no more trolls. Like,
yeah. Also, like the church bells were like bad for him. Like, so just are bells in general bad? Because there was bells before churches.
Right.
They have a problem with just general bells.
Like, could you take like the little jingle bells and just be like, you know, what about maracas? Can you get them with the maracas?
No, but the chupacabras hate those fucking things.
Yeah, right. I hope we get a Troll 3. And I hope there's a lady troll in it. Now, if it has to be PG-13. These can't be ours. Does she wear like a coconut, not, you know, like a troll, a moss bikini? Like, you know, she covers her knockers with moss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then she has to kick those old people's house over.
Oh, of course,
again.
And she's got a little fella, and all she's trying to do is protect the little fella. She's just, you know, what's that?
Helicopter mom?
No, don't fuck with mom.
I think
I know a tiger mom still is like.
I think it would be better if it wasn't like a mom, son, daughter thing. If it was more like a troll glass ceiling where she's like trying to break through the corporate glass ceiling. Like the other trolls are like having Godzilla fights and she doesn't get to because she's a lady and she's like Dolly Parton in 9 to 5 or whatever. I think that would be better.
She's got to kill her boss, right?
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay. My number 4, here we go, is Final Destination 2. If everybody remembers, we did all of the Final Destinations this year except for Bloodlines, which I think is our next episode. Hopefully that will be the end of it, or we'll be like, yay, they did something different.
Well, at least if they keep making these fucking things, we can turn them into field trips now.
Yeah.
Because it's stated that we have to do them, I guess.
This one, though, I think really is the one that is like establishes what these movies, the rest of them all try to achieve, and they fail. Because this one is laser focused, it's extremely efficient. There's no like, we're gonna trick death. Or death fucks around for a while, or let's jump 6 months down the road. Shit, it's just bam, bam, bam from the freeway opener to the end where the kid gets blown up at the barbecue. It's exactly what these films should have been, but instead they took a right turn to Boring Town. I like all the character. None of these actors made it out like all the other Final Destinations. I like them because they're all douches, but they're not annoying douches. Like, they actually are genuine people who I believe all genuine people are douches, but they're not trying. No, they're douches. They're just regular people douches. Like, they're palatable selfish. Douches. They're even some of them have trauma and stuff like that to deal with. That doesn't make you a douche. I'm just saying it, like, in terms of a movie, it makes you a douche. Whereas, like, in all the other ones, the people that are douches are just like, they're so annoying that yes, you want them to die, but that's not a reason to go see a movie. Is like, oh, I want to see people that like make my ears bleed for 10 minutes while I wait for them to die. It's so like relieving when they die. I'm not going to go to a movie because hey, a character I hate is not in it anymore. These people are kind of fun. There's the dude that is on the drugs. You don't hate him. No. You don't want to have anything to do with him. There's the guy that rides the motorcycle that almost kills himself because he's like, I'm doing it on my terms. Death. That's cool. There's the news reporter lady who's trying to quit smoking or something. And then there's the cop. They're all just, you want to have nothing to do with these people in real life, but you don't necessarily loathe them.
Yeah.
You don't wish for them to die. So, I mean, like, that, the way that this one is established and executed is leaps and bounds better than any of the other ones. And it's fun. And I wish they had all been like Final Destination 2. Also, Tony Todd. Can't forget that.
Yeah. Is this the one that has the guy that was Bubba Blue from, what was that, 3?
Bubba Blue.
Isn't that his name in Forrest Gump?
Oh, no, Bubba. I think it's just Bubba. Maybe it is Blue.
I believe it's Bubba Blue.
I think it might be Blue. Yeah. No, he was not in this one. It was Tony Todd. So, okay. That's the one with the drunk guy. That's the
racetrack one.
Yeah, the racetrack one.
The 3D one.
The guy that gets
first of the 3Ds.
So fucking drunk is so amazing off of 3 beers.
Oh yeah, that guy.
But he's not. The rest of the movie sucks. I don't know. There's lots of little sprinkles of amazing shit, but this one's pretty awesome throughout the entire thing. Like, a guy dies because of spaghetti. That's like, hey man, you died because of spaghetti. That kid with the birds, he didn't die because of birds. He died because he was an asshole. I mean, it goes on and on and on and on. The kid, so I like this movie. I'm gonna defend Final Destination 2. I wish they had all been this.
They all blended together for me. I don't care for them.
Okay.
Yeah, we already know you hate the Final Destination, hate
Sam. Jackie, back to you. Or no, are we out of order? Sam did Troll 2.
You're all out of order.
I did. You did. Jackie, did
we're back to in order because you put me in front of you, and I did Troll 2.
Okay, all right.
Jackie. And now we're at Jackie's 3.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, we're at my 3. Okay, sorry. The Working Man with
Statham?
Statham, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
I think I saw it and I forgot everything about it. Because it was the one that was just like, I like Beekeeper, and then Working Man was just like, well, this is just a Statham movie. Mm-hmm. And I don't remember what happened.
Apparently neither's Jackie because she has nothing to say other than the title.
No, I mean, the daughter gets kidnapped or some girl gets kidnapped. So it turns into a Taken kind of scenario, but also a mixture of that and the beekeeper because it's social injustice for this poor migrant worker that works on his site that, you know, the drug lords are coming after him for cocaine or whatever it was. And then he just goes to town and kicks ass. And so if you like Jason Statham, I mean, you have to watch it. It's just a Jason Statham movie where he just kicks ass and, you know, does it with his buddies from the war. Well, the one buddy from the war, he's like, do I get involved? And he's like, yeah, you get involved.
Yeah, there's a whole like mid-Rambo, like this guy is
blind guy Rambo.
Yeah, living on a mountain and got to go get Colonel McClintock or whatever the hell his name's got to go get Rambo for his job. Yeah, I liked it. I don't have a lot to say about it. It is just a Statham movie.
It is just a Statham movie, but I like the Jason Statham movies, and so this one made my list because it entertained me, and I like it. If you've seen one, you've probably seen them all, but this one just kind of had some good moments.
Yeah.
So it made my list.
I think that's a respectable pick. I liked it.
It's also just nice to see that we're still making action movies for the sake of action movies. It's like he's the last guy that just does it. And you believe him. He's got like the screen presence that action guy needs to have and the whole thing. And it's a nice time. I'm glad he's still doing it.
And he makes
me too.
4 of them a year.
Yes.
My number 3, we'll put this back in the proper rotation, is Troll 2. Also, we should mention idiot plot. It's there again. Because none of this happens, none of it, if they don't call the lead troll expert. She's not even, I don't know, I guess she's the most expertise troll person on the planet, but she's doesn't seem to know. She's a troll whisperer. But she still doesn't seem to know that much about him because she has to discover a bunch of stuff during this movie for it to work. But if you don't bring her in at all, none of it happens because the entire plot happens because she goes up onto a catwalk and touches the nose of a troll.
Yeah.
That's it. And it's like, "Rah, I was sleeping nicely. Rah, smash, smash." And like, don't call her. Nothing happens. And then the secret weapon is the son of Troll who just gets his ass kicked.
Yep. Constantly getting his ass kicked.
Nice work. Like, oh boy, the only thing we could do is get the son of Troll. Maybe they should have had like a ninja training montage with son of Troll. Like, you know, you know, you're the best around. He's lifting big bales of hay and shit, you know?
Yeah.
Walking through snow. Because he sucked. He was so I mean, he just gets throttled at the end. And then, like, their grand plan, when they introduce him, he falls into a freaking lake and disappears.
Yeah. It sets it up, and I think I forgot about one. That's one of the things that I liked most about it is that there's, like, 3 maybe fights that happen with him and the other troll, and it sets it up like you're going to have We Will Rock You start playing, and the trolls are going to fight. No, he just gets his ass kicked every single time.
Handed to him immediately. Like, and then the guy dying at the end, the epic finale of, I won't spoil anything, but how they defeat the troll. God, that was stupid. It's great. Troll 2 is they're both great. Both great. If you see a movie called Troll 2, just watch it. You're going to be fine.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Sam, number 3.
Number 3 for me is the less cut version of Nightbreed that was 30 some odd minutes longer. We all knew this was coming because I can't go 10 minutes without going, Nightbreed.
Love it.
Nightbreed. Seen it 10 or 20 fucking times. Nightbreed. But it does make slightly more sense with that 30 some odd 40 minutes added back into it. And there's just a lot more to see, and it was a more complete film, and it's
I like the scene like that really didn't fit, but where Craig Sheffer was like on the ground and he's like guiding the plane in, you know, because Craig Sheffer's in Nightbreed and he's also in the airplane. Okay, it's a
we
joke.
Just fucking chefed the shit out of this year is what we did. We were like, okay, let's get everything that we can with Craig Sheffer in it and fucking go to town, and that's what happened. He was in airplanes or guiding them most of the time. LL Bean shirts and 60% of it.
But Nightbreed, it doesn't have airplanes in it.
No, and he's a total rocker with his leather jacket and his white t-shirt, doing his best Outsiders routine.
It is such a weird movie.
It is such a weird movie that
even with the extra stuff, it's still just fucking weird.
It is more complete, but it's weirder. It gets weirder, and it's like, yes, the thing I like about this is how weird it is, and with this other stuff added in, it gets weirder. Yay! The whole underground shit that wasn't in the cut version of it, it's all really good looking. I don't even know how you leave that on the floor, because it was all so expensive.
Yeah.
Special effect wise and makeup and
lighting,
all of the set designs and everything is like, you can't cut this shit out. This is gold. Well, cubic zircon perhaps, but it was better than a lot of the stuff that got left in the first cut version of it. So yeah, Nightbreed number 3 for me.
I didn't even think about Nightbreed, but I never do, and it's really weird because you should. It's
because you're like, I don't have to worry about Nightbreed. Sam's got that base covered.
Yeah. I'm on the Nightbreed. I like it. I just don't know if I think about it.
No,
because it's so weird.
No, I really like the Nightbreed too.
Yeah, you like Nightbreed too.
Spoiler alert. That's my number 2 pick.
Okay. Well, there you go. I guess that's where we're headed next. Jackie, why don't you defend
continue on with more Nightbreed?
Oh, okay. So this is my. Damn it! I have 6 on my list. Okay,
so cheater.
Yep. So Nightbreed is also going to be sharing a spot with The Wrath of Becky.
Okay. Well, we'll let you do 2. Go ahead and give us your thoughts on Nightbreed, and then we'll let you do Wrath of Becky.
Okay, so I like Nightbreed because of the makeup. I liked how kind of fucked up the story was. I liked the extended version. I liked the society underground, that they were monsters, and I just thought it was interesting to look at, and that's what I liked.
Interesting to look at. There's also the climax, which is almost shot like an Ed Wood movie. Like the climax just looks terrible, except for when they go under, like when the Nightbreeders are doing things underground, it all looks good. But then they cut up to the cemetery, and it's like a fucking Ed Wood movie. It's just goofy and dumb and inept, and like the characters are inept. It's just this juxtaposition that's like, isn't it? I mean, I think he's the director who directed. It's not Cronenberg. Who directed Nightbreed?
No, he was. It's Barker.
Okay, yeah. It's almost like he's trying to say, like, aren't the Nightbreeders way cooler than these humans? Because these humans are dumb as shit, and it looks terrible.
That it's one of the other parts that gets cut way down is that cemetery fight scene at the end that is Nightbreed versus the Keystone Cops, which makes it that much more enjoyable. That I forgot about when I was talking about it. It's just like, yeah, that extra 40 minutes is fucking great, man.
I agree.
Okay, Nightbreed. Jackie, Wrath of Becky.
So this was one that I did not see this coming, that this teenager was a freaking psychopath.
She's not a psychopath. I think she's tough. She's a tough little broad. Who may have bloodlust.
Yeah, she definitely has the bloodlust, and I think that is what attracts me to her, because like she's working in the diner and then she turns around and kills those dudes.
Yeah, maybe we should set this up a little, because I don't think a lot of people know the Becky franchise. It's almost like, I don't know, almost like a Nick Cagey movie franchise, like that level, like direct to video, but still pretty good. Like, oh yeah, did you see Becky? She's a normal teenage girl. She goes to the cabin in the woods, and these villains, biker like guys, Nazis, show up because they need a key that they put at this cabin, and now they're out of jail, so they came back for the key, but this family's there. They don't know anything about it. Becky finds it, but her family gets murdered, her dad gets murdered, and Becky goes apeshit and gets death. She gets bloodlust and kills all these Nazi bikers. Now then, Wrath of Becky is the sequel.
And apparently I didn't see any of these, but Sean William Scott's always nice to see show up.
Yeah, that's right. Sean William Scott was in Wrath of Becky.
Yeah, so in the second one, she's living with like a stranger, essentially.
Yeah, like foster families.
It's like she gets picked up on the road, essentially, right? And so the lady's just kind of raising her, and then these hillbilly butt-knockers,
they're proud,
harass her.
They're Proud Boys.
Yeah, Proud Boys. They harass her at a restaurant, and when she doesn't take their shit, they follow her home. And then they break into her house at night and kill the foster lady. And they knock her out and they think that she's dead. And then she wakes up and then she tracks them down and kills them all, like at the headquarters of the Proud Boys. And they're all kind of dipshits.
Except for Sean William Scott. Sean William Scott is like, he's a mastermind.
Yeah. And the way that she kills these dudes is just, it's just so fucking funny. And I loved it. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, because it's one of those things that you have to see it, because if you just say it, it doesn't sound as cool. But when you see it on screen, you're like, that fucker got what he deserved. Oh, and they steal her dog.
That's right.
And that's why she's going after him too.
That's right.
Because they take her dog.
Yeah, little John Wick snuck in there. Becky and Wrath of Becky are pretty fun. I liked them. I like them both.
Yeah, and actually, it was Justin that showed me the Wrath of Becky.
I think I just pulled the trigger on it because I liked the title. Wrath of Becky.
Yeah, Becky. I think that they should do another one of those. It was super fun.
Yeah, totally. Sam, no, it's my turn again. Number 2. Super Ninja.
Also my number 2, so we can just blend this together.
Right on. I'll just go ahead and note some highlights because this is a ninja movie. You've got ninja dumbness. The portable ninja trampoline is something that is unique to Super Ninja that you carry. It's like that Mario gets them next to pipes, like to get up to the four tier pipe that you can't just jump to. You can only jump to 3. You put that little brr thing next to it. Mm-hmm. You can get up there. He's got one of those. He's got a Mario trampoline. That's crazy. There's also ninja water skiing. I haven't seen that before.
Water skiing.
I've seen ninjas do water sports and like ride spiders in the water, but water skiing was a new one. And then the bro cop who betrays our cop ninja because he wants white people to like him.
Yeah.
So dumb. And racist.
Yeah, yes.
And it's the idiot plot too. Another idiot plot. Yeah. The villains have a way better setup if they just gone on doing their shit and not get involved with anything else.
Yep.
I think my favorite part of this, beyond all of the things that are already mentioned, is how bad the overdub is.
Oh, it's terrible.
The overdub is so bad that you wonder if they didn't just change portions of the plot and make it up with new lines. It's horrendous.
Kind of like Ninja in New York, like where they didn't have the audio, so they just like looked at their lips and guessed the plot of the movie.
Guessed. Yes, I think there's guessing happening. I think there's at most like 4 people that do all the voices, and they're bad.
Real bad.
There's a lot of Hong Kong and Taiwan movies that get overdubbed in this same in a little studio somewhere in Hong Kong and then sent out wherever, right? And they're all pretty bad. They do a bad job with the overdubbing of the martial arts films, but this is just light years beyond how bad the general level of terrible overdub is taken to an extreme in this one. It is terrible and hilarious.
And the dialogue, even if that is or is not the script, even if they had voice acted it perfectly, the dialogue is so bad and like doesn't make any sense at all. It's hilarious throughout the entire thing because it's like Airplane. Like you're still laughing from the previous terrible line while the next terrible line that you're laughing at is being delivered.
Yeah, it's got repeat value because you miss too much crap the first time through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not just a straight ninja movie. Like, the typical ninja, you killed my father and now I got to get revenge thing. No, this is a cop crime. The crime ninja movie genre is always better than just ninjas like, we're the number one ninjas. No, you're not. Or like, you killed my father plot. Now I got to get revenge. The Ninja Cop is my favorite.
Yeah.
American Ninja is a Ninja Cop movie.
And it was like, it's suppressed. He's like, I'm just going to be a cop. I have to suppress my ninja until all of a sudden there's other ninjas and like, secretly I am a ninja and I have to fight these ninjas. I didn't think they were coming back, but they have. And by the way, I am the best ninja, so I will fight them now.
Right.
With my ninja powers.
Okay. Yeah, Super Ninja's great. God, it's great. So great. I would put Super Ninja in. I would have to break this down, but it might be top 5 ninja movie of all time for me. I really like Super Ninja.
It's so dumb. It's awesome.
Yeah. Jackie, your number 1.
Oh, my number 1 pick was The Substance.
The Substance is not a bad movie. Are you kidding me? It was nominated for an Oscar. You jackass. Do this every year.
Every year you mix up the 2 assignments into one.
So you didn't put 6 movies on your list. You put 5 like recommendations and then an Oscar
only one
winner
of
at the
3
end.
good movies.
Silly bastard.
But The Substance was,
I mean,
it's a 2024 movie, so I couldn't pick it.
No, but it does. I'll allow it because it does have some. Like
that ending is fucked up.
Seen the stuff, you're probably gonna be like, oh my god, okay, now I get it. It's fucked up.
I haven't seen it yet, so
you're still making one of the biggest mistakes of your life.
I didn't watch any movie. Well, we'll get to that in a minute here. What I actually did movie-wise this year is slim.
Okay, Jackie, The Substance.
The Substance. So, Demi Moore's character is completely relatable, right? And then shit just gets weird.
She's a Hollywood actress, like one of the most famous people on earth. No, I don't relate to her in any way, Jackie.
Well, as a lady, like, okay, she's getting old, and they're like, look, you're getting a little long in the tooth. You know, and that's what happens to women is that we get older and we become invisible. And, because society values youth and beauty so much, right? That when you're a lady and you become an older lady, you're just kind of overlooked and you almost become invisible, right? People just don't even notice that you're there anymore. And so that part was extremely relatable, and why she would take a chance on The Substance makes perfect sense. And, then, wanting her secondary self to be as famous as her first self, it was just kind of a mind trip. And then the end of it, my fucking God, the end of it blew my, when that all happens, I'm like,
pretty fucking wild.
Yeah, I mean, my mouth dropped open. I was like, holy shit. I mean, it leaves an impact on you. And it makes you uncomfortable, and it leaves a really good impact on you. And so I loved it.
Don't forget Roddy McDowall's daughter wearing the best looking fake boobs ever. Like, nobody's boobs look that great. Jesus Christ, The Substance. Then we saw her in another movie, and we're like, oh, those weren't her boobs.
Yeah,
those were prosthetic boobs. I got you. Okay. No, it's fucking rad. I love that movie. Fucking love it. You think, like, I think you're missing a vital detail, though, is like, Demi Moore's character isn't just like, oh, this is what society does to you. Like, oh, she's got to still be beautiful or she's nobody. No, she is a fucking egotist. Like, she's heavy narcissist. She's got serious mental health issues as well. And like borderline not a very nice person, because the idea of the substance is it creates a you that is hot and sexy, but underneath, you're the one that's doing it. And her hot and sexy version is a god-awful person. So it's actually her the entire time who is also god-awful. Like, it is layered. It's not just what the trailer shows you. Let's just put it that way. It is not what the trailer shows you. This is a different movie than what the trailer shows you, and they can't actually show you the movie that it is at all. Not even like we're dancing. We're not even dancing. We're staying so fucking far away from it because, like, it just has to be seen. It's fucking nuts.
I'm assuming it's a lot like The Skin That I Live In, that if you say what happens, there's no point in watching it.
Until a paradigm shift happens in that movie. It is a it's just a fucking wild ride. It is a wild ride. And like I'll allow it, because you can't have made this movie without also enjoying bad movies. Like, you've seen a shitload. It's like Quentin Tarantino. He can't do Django or Once Upon a Time in Hollywood without being a serious movie fan of niche movies. So it's that too. Like, there's some elements in it from Stinkers for sure. It's crazy. It is a crazy fucking movie. So, yeah. Okay. Smee, number one. And I don't think there's going to be much surprise here. It's Concorde 79. The Concorde.
Also my number one.
Airport 79, yeah.
You guys are like twinsies this year.
We really,
like, most of your movies matched up.
Yeah, I think Final Destination 2 is the only one that Sam didn't do, and he did...
Nightbreed. You forget about it because I've got that base covered.
Right, he's got it covered. Idiot plot again. Like, Robert Wagner's character is so stupid that, like, he's left with no choice but to shoot himself, and he fucks that up too.
He fucking missed.
I mean, it's like the 70s are so underrated when it comes, like, because the 80s are just so, there's so much in the 80s as far as stinkers, but when like the 70s were doing it and they were making schlock, boy, goddamn did they, like, there was no B movie studios that were just, I mean, there were, but like you would still, you had, all the movies were going to the theaters. So you had to get ensemble cast. Like, if you could get an ensemble cast, you'd still get people. There weren't nobodies going into these movies. Thanks, George Lucas. But this cast is fucking amazing, and they all stink in it. And except for George Kennedy, because he's amazing. His character stinks. He's just a walking penis, just a literal walking penis. The $2,000 hooker, which we crunched the numbers on, is just insane. It doesn't make sense. Did nobody notice that guy's paid 2,000 francs? It's like $300,000
for 10 grand
for a
I think was what it worked out to.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But that's that times money. No, that was in today's money.
Yeah.
Still
adjusted for inflation, it was like 10 to 15 grand. Like, wow, that's like a significant portion of your salary.
Yeah. That's a high class hoe for your goofball Sully
friend.
Like he's Sully Sullinger. He's the greatest pilot in film. He dodged fucking missiles while flying a Concorde. That's insane. This guy can handle a rig. But he is such a doofus at the same time.
The best part of the hooker thing is that like you have this whole like thing with the pilots where they're walking cocks through most of it. Mm-hmm. But then you have like, well, my wife died and all this other stuff. And you're like, okay, there's a sensitive portion of this man. This man might have some substance buried. There's a heart buried deep within this walking penis. And then he finds out it's a hooker and you think he's going to be a little sad by it. And he gives him a twirly hug because he loves him. Somebody like, no, you don't have a heart. You're just 100% penis. My God.
Penis. You were just penis. He's so amazing. The terrible effects.
The terrible visual effects.
Just
they're Megaforce bad.
They're Megaforce bad. And then the ending, the landing on a ski mountain and the whole Robert Wagner thing. Just
the ski patrol being like the best assembled emergency unit in all of film history is the fucking ski patrol. And what the ski patrol usually is some 17-year-olds who are stoned as fuck.
The movie is actually 2 airplane movies because
it is.
They land twice. Like that's breaking the rules. So like they are like, okay, airplane caper with like, we're going to blow this plane out of the sky. But, okay, well, we didn't make it on day 1. Let's all get some rest, and then we'll pick it up on day 2.
We'll try this again tomorrow. Nobody get on a train and just sleep your way to Moscow, because that's totally possible right now.
Right. I understand. It's been a day. Yeah, I'm a villain here, so it's been a day for me. It's going to be a big day. Let's all just take a little break.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's so, I love this movie. I love it. It will go down in history as one of my favorite airplane movies ever.
It's, for me, this is the one where I'm like, this is Hall of Fame. This is a movie that doesn't get enough due for ridiculous bad movies that everyone talks about. Concorde Airport 79 or Concorde Airport 79, whatever it's fucking called in its full title. This is top 25 all-time hilarious bad movies for me. More people need to be talking about this.
That's high praise.
It's fucking hilarious.
It's hilarious. Okay, that's your top 5 for this year. As with every year, what we do is go ahead, Sam.
I do have some notes before we leave.
Yeah, sure.
I don't remember if we talked about the 12 to Midnight last year in a review with Robert Brosney, which is the most impact of the film is just, wait a second, that's not Charles Bronson, but it's so much of that and his lines are so bad. God, that I think was fucking hilarious.
My tummy.
And
somebody help my tummy.
Yeah. We talked about like the ineptitude and the horse shit in the First Pentecostal Church of Paying Me because of how bad War of the Worlds was. Mm-hmm. But we've got a couple years of this brewing now because we did 2 movies on the show this year that should have been what we're talking about with that bad, with Aquaman 2 and The Electric State, that are just wasted money. God, how did they spend it all? Mm-hmm. And they just get washed away because War of the Worlds was so much worse.
Right. Yeah, that's really saying something. Whoosh. Okay. What we do every year at the end is we actually give our favorite quote unquote good movies, or just favorite movies that came out in the previous year, not the previous year podcast, but it's treated like our Oscars. This is our best picture nominees. I'll go first. Starting with the most recent of these. I don't think everybody's seen this. I know Jackie barely has, but I fucking loved Predator Badlands. It's not Predator Predator. Like, it's not 1986's Predator. It's not a psychological body horror that doesn't fit what it starts out to be. It's not Predator, but it's none of the other Predators as well. It's fun. It's not dumb in its funness. It's not cheesy. I do think that there could be some purists that are like have problems with it because it's fun. Sure. And like you like the Predator, but Elle Fanning's great in it. The action's great in it. I thought the storyline was great in it. The effects are great. The monsters are fantastic. The world environment is great. The guy who plays the Yautja is great. I just thought it was fun. And it was nice because it wasn't boring. And it was PG-13. I actually am going to give this a compliment because my son loves the idea and the concept of the Predator and the way the Predators look, but he's not allowed to watch Predator movies because they're very
rated R.
Like he needs a couple more years to cook. He wouldn't get the context. Like I can't wait to show him Predator. Predator might honestly be my favorite movie of all time. Like it's not listed that way, but the more I think about Predator, the more I'm like, sorry, Shawshank, like you're great, but fucking Predator is so goddamn good. It's not that, and it was nice that I could share that with my son. We both watched it. We were gonna go to the theater, and the little butthole got grounded the day before, so he couldn't go to the theater, which meant that's the worst part about being a parent is when your kid gets punished. You also get punished.
You get punished.
He's grounded. Now you can't do anything either. You're grounded. It sucks. Mm-hmm. But then when it came out on HBO, we were like, yay! We high-fived afterwards, and both thought it was great. And Jackie just recently watched it.
I did. I was so resistant to seeing this movie.
She doesn't like the Predator.
I like the Predator, but I was just like, dude, I don't know. Like, how many more of these are we going to have to watch? Like, I'm just kind of done with the whole Predator thing. And my dad actually was like, I was staying the night over there because we were going to go do the St. Louis Cardinals 5K the next morning. And he was like, oh, you got to watch the Predator. And so I was like, okay, fine. And I actually really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I mean, it just kind of stunned me. I was like, I was expecting, shitola, and it was not that.
Yeah, I super liked it, so I highly recommend it. Number 2 is no surprise. Superman. Everybody loves Superman. It was great. James Gunn's killing it. Everybody loved it. There's nothing really to add, but I just want to mention, yeah, I'm on the Superman boat as well. It was great. And number 1 is also a no surprise. It's everybody's favorite movie of the year, one battle after another, because it was fucking amazing, and they haven't made a movie like that in ever, and it's crazy and nutty and shouldn't have worked, and it totally fucking worked, and there's only one guy who could have got it to work, and it was Paul Thomas Anderson. Jackie.
Well, my number 3 is The Running Man.
Oh my God, really?
Really? I did not like that.
Wow, I didn't either.
I thought it was funny, and I really liked it. I thought it was well paced, and I was entertained, and I liked the shout out to New Dollars that had Schwarzenegger on them.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought that it was creative, and I'm glad that that didn't go with the original of what The Running Man was. I like that they were kind of rethought it.
They didn't.
A little bit.
They didn't rethink it. That is very much what Stephen King's short story is this Running Man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So, but
other than they didn't stick the ending.
Right. Yeah, that too.
Or stick the landing, as I guess is a better way to put it. But
yeah, so I haven't read the book, and I've only seen the Arnold Schwarzenegger one where he's a prisoner. And they're like,
we all know.
Well,
we all know. You don't need to explain the plot of The Running Man, Jackie.
So, I mean, to me, I really liked it. I was entertained. That guy is hot, whatever his name is.
That's why.
And I thought it was funny.
Glenn Campbell.
Powell.
Glenn Hot Stuff.
He used to be Sub-Zero. Now he's just plain Zero. It's so great. Okay, all right.
This one hurt me because one, I thought, well, you're kind of getting it, but you didn't stick the landing. But when I was watching it, what hurt me was that, like, I think Edgar Wright's gonna be in a bad place for a few years now because of how bad that tanked. Mm-hmm. And I fucking loved Baby Driver.
Yeah.
Like, I fucking loved Baby Driver. And I was like, okay, so if he nails it with this one, we're going to get some bigger, more advanced Edgar Wright movies. And it didn't. And it wasn't very good. And I was like, oh no, now we're not going to get the next Edgar Wright. What you put some money behind him and give the sort of Baby Driver kind of thing. And so I was like, it was like a double whammy. I didn't like it. And also I was like, oh, fuck, whatever happens with this guy now, we're not getting another good Edgar Wright movie for 5 years.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, probably. But if we do, it's going to be a much smaller picture.
Yeah. Which is fine, but it's like we could have had that worked out well, we would have had a popcorn summer movie that Edgar Wright got to flex his muscles with. And now that's not going to happen. We'll get another sort of, he'll have to kind of pull himself up by his bootstraps, do a good job making a movie, and it'll be fine. And then he'll get another chance. But
yeah, it did not do well. Okay, next, Jax.
So my number 2 movie is Wake Up, Dead Man.
Yeah. Okay.
From the Knives Out
Yeah.
series. I as always, it was clever. I was trying to figure it out the whole time, and I was once again entertained and thought it was great at the end, when I finally figured out what was happening. And of course, I like James Bond guy Daniel Craig. I just like that his Georgia accent and his demeanor throughout the whole thing. And I like the fire and brimstone guy too. He was good.
Josh Brolin
did very good in that movie. Surprisingly, like when I first saw him, I'm like, I don't think you're going to be able to pull this off, bud. And he did.
Yeah, I don't think I liked it as much as The Glass Onion, but I
Glass
did
Onion
like
was
it.
Fucking incredible.
Yeah, but I did like it, and I'm glad that that's something that we get to have is that franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then my number 1 was Superman.
He's a punk rocker. Yes, he is.
Yes, and I mean, I thought that it came with a great message. It was very inspiring. I've watched it a couple of times now. It always makes me cry. And I thought that was the best movie of the year. I mean, it was so inspirational to be a human being and watch that movie.
It's pretty great.
It was great.
James Gunn understands it. I mean, no offense to Richard Donner, but it's the best Superman movie ever. Period. It's not even close, except for The Quest for Peace. But
had they been allowed to make the movie they wanted to,
well, they made the movie I wanted to with The Quest for Peace. But it's so Superman. Like, Superman's hard. Like, you really have to get Superman to do Superman well, and like, I think a lot of people think that they get Superman, but I don't think that they actually do. And James Gunn definitely does. And, it makes me real nervous with this whole Paramount thing, like how that's going to affect all these, like, hey, Warner Brothers movies were shit, except for like 2 of them. And now you've churned a corner, you've hired the guy, and now you're going to get bought by Paramount. And that's
the
not
whole
great.
Paramount thing is like the people driving that bus don't even know where to take it. They're like, oh, we got all the franchises. We're going to have to get rid of some of these. Like, what are you buying, stupid?
Yeah. Like, is Warner Brothers going to get sold to Disney here, just like they sold fucking Marvel Studios? Like, wouldn't that be fun? That's not good. That's not good. No. I'm not happy about the WB being owned by. I think they're gonna, because the thing about Superman is nobody fucking stuck their fucking fingers in James Gunn's business. They let him cook, And now...
And it's not Paramount. That's the thing. It's Skydance bought Paramount and Warner Brothers is what's happening. And it's like, they're like, well, we should shut down these franchises. Like, that's what you're buying Star Trek and DC.
Mm-hmm.
If you shut them down, what exactly did you buy?
Right. Yeah. Yes. I'm not, but goddamn, Superman's great. It's great.
Didn't see it.
You suck.
Which leads me to me. My year in movies was bad because I tell people if you're gonna, you go to Avatar in the theater because it's a theme park ride. It's not a fucking movie. I couldn't tell you what happened in any of them. It's 3D. You got to go see it. I also tell people when Paul Thomas Anderson does a movie, you should fucking go see it. And I have an entire row of my movie shelf dedicated to fucking Superman. I didn't see any of it. I did not go to Avatar in 3D. I did not watch the movie that I was telling people to go watch before it came out, with one battle after another. Didn't get a chance to go to that, and I didn't go to Superman. I didn't see shit this year, but I did see enough to actually make a top 3. And how bad my year, and because usually I cram at the end of the year when we're about to do this, and I'll cram in about half of the Oscar winners and a couple of other ones that I've had an eye on in this 2-week sort of movie binge that I go on. I didn't have time for that. So we were dangerously close to my number 3 being K-pop Demon Hunters.
Ooh.
It's number fucking 4.
Oh man. God, maybe you should just take a month and get HBO, Sam. You're killing me with this.
Yeah.
See, I did not
the
see
thing is, at the time,
no, fuck
isn't
K-pop
there.
Demon Hunters.
I only watched that because my daughter watched it, right? Like, I started going through and like looked at all the movies I watched this year, and I was like, I didn't actually pick any of these that I watched this year. How about that? I did pick a few. So my number 3 is Eternity, which had big fucking laughs. It's really good. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. It was a little sort of off the beaten path, semi-independent film about the afterlife. It's got Elizabeth Olsen and Miles Teller. It's very funny. And it has it's not super poignant, but it makes some really interesting points about the human existence. I thought it was great.
Where's that? Do you have any?
Where Eternity? I think it's on. I saw it at the Dollar Theater.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's on Apple right now.
Gotcha.
But you can rent it for like $2.99. My number 2, which I was like, seriously, this is my number 2. But then I didn't feel as bad about it because it has a 90 on Rotten Tomatoes. So I'm like, okay, it can be my number 2. Because I was like trying to figure out how to not get this my number 2. Was Deep Cover with...
yeah, that's a fun movie.
I fucking really liked Deep Cover a whole lot. Very funny, big laughs again. I only watched comedies this year because my number 1 is Wake Up Dead Man. And versus Glass Onion, which is a much better movie, and it is like Glass Onion is the culmination of like, in case you didn't notice, we're remaking Pink Panther ideas into movies to the point that in Glass Onion, he even says it's a shot in the dark because the movie's basically blow by blow. Let's do a shot in the dark a different way that's more fun. And they did. Mm-hmm. But I really appreciated Wake Up Dead Man because all of a sudden they have this other character. Like when they were making it, you could tell that the young priest, that there was something there for them in the making of this movie because he ends up being in the movie more than anybody else and his character really shines. And so I don't know where this is going to go from here, but you can kind of tell when you watch Wake Up Dead Man that this is now its own thing. And I enjoy that now we're going to get, if they continue to do this, it's going to evolve into its own creature. And it started doing it with Wake Up Dead Man.
And Thomas Hayden Church is in it,
which was great. Everybody was fucking great.
Yeah, it was good to see him.
Glenn Close was fucking great.
She was great, and I hate Glenn Close. I think I hate Glenn Close, but every time I like watch a Glenn Close movie, except for Basic Instinct, and I'm like, not Basic Instinct, Bunny Murder, what's that? Oh, Fatal Attraction, and some other things. I'm just like, dude, I was wrong. She does have chops because she was freaking great in that movie.
Well, half the time she's great at making you hate her, which means she's fucking great, right?
But I didn't like her character was, you know, they're all villains. I mean, but define villain. Like if you like, this is the type of movie where you could actually have like some serious like literary analysis on like, are they villains? Or are they just bad people? And if they're like, what are bad people? Like there's just lots of territory to cover with this movie. But yeah, I don't know if I hate her. I just, she's like, it's weird.
Yeah, I don't think that's not what I was saying. Like in this movie, you don't hate her but in her career, say a lot of the characters that she's played have been, she does such a good job making you hate her that you think you hate Glenn Close. And you don't hate her. She's just very good at being that.
When she plays the opposite, like she's the hero, or like, Madam Secretary they're like, dude, you suck at this. And so you hate her at that. But God, she was great in that. So no, I don't fault you for making it your number one, except for you just can't spend a month with HBO. It's $12, Sam. You get the Superman. You get the one battle after another.
I would buy it, and I'd spend the $12, and I wouldn't have been able to. I didn't get to cram. I didn't have time to cram. I would have done that. I didn't have time.
Yeah, why are you talking to me?
This was a bad year in movies for this guy. Like, I didn't watch hardly anything.
Well, you know what? Just go do it now. We'll wait. Jackie and I will riff for 4 hours. Then he can come back and be like, wow, those were good. All right, that's your show, gang. I hope you, enjoyed it and want to watch some of those movies. If you would like to, you can either reach out with your list of the same on Facebook. You can hit us up on Discord. I do have a You're Wrong Idiot from last week where we were talking about the Winter and Summer Olympics and how like, wait, where is everybody at this point in time? But
I don't know what it is then.
Vern says the Winter Olympics and Summer Olympics were held in the same year for most of the 20th century. I think in 1988 was the last year. They were held simultaneously, Calgary for winter and Seoul for summer. The reason why the West countries boycotted the Moscow Olympics was because of the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan in 1989. 1979, the Eastern Bloc countries retaliated when they boycotted the LA Olympics in 1984. That's where I got confused, was like, Moscow was 80 and LA was, and they flip-flopped the boycott. So there you go. Thanks for that. Next week on the show is Jackie's pick, and it will be what I think it is, Jackie.
The final destination.
Bloodlines. And then, spoiler alert, I'm going to start doing rock movies.
Like Dwayne The Rock Johnson, or movies that rock?
Movies that rock.
Okay.
For
well,
instance,
this should be interesting.
I'm looking at Rocktober Blood.
Oh boy.
Okay. Let's just stop now, Sam. Have a great week, guys, and get to the chopper.